Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Acupuncture Is My Life Entertainment. Now, in this episode, I want to discuss what is Qi, because so many individuals, when they come in to the Acupuncture Is My Life clinic, they ask that question. And I always start out by first telling them that Qi is like this material and mental, spiritual sort of substratum of life.
Like what?
Then I break it down for them a little bit and just basically say, like, Qi is sort of similar to energy or life force. And then after a while, when we talk a little bit, they begin to understand that Qi is like this energy that manifests itself like simultaneously in a physical as well as a mental and emotional as well as spiritual level. Now, then they begin to understand, because in being synonymous with sort of like energy or life force, Qi is required for existence, period. But because this is an acupuncture channel, I'll stick with the human organism relative to Qi, although we need Qi around us in order for us to exist and move and think and get really spiritual. All right. And that's why I said, it's like energy that manifests itself simultaneously on a physical as well as mental, emotional, and spiritual level. And this is really, really, really important. Now, when talking about this energy or life force, like, Qi can represent many things. And many things, when I say many things, I'm speaking of many things with regard to or relative to movement. Now, when, let's say, we turn our head, lift our arms, move our feet, we walk, what's representing that function? Qi. Okay, the same as when we're talking. The same as when things come to mind really quick and we express it. This is all performed by Qi, because Qi can be many things in many places, many times. Don't forget that. Okay? Qi could take on various perspectives. Let's say internally. All right? The internal organs are moved and they operate, they perform its functions by Qi or with Qi. So that's why, to an acupuncturist, when it comes to Qi, we face many diseases or many ailments when Qi is either stuck or it's deficient. And if it remains deficient too long or stuck too long, it can even lead to death. And that's serious. And this is why it's important to make acupuncture a part of your life, because when this Qi, let's say, for instance, gets stuck, acupuncture and the needles on acupuncture can move this Qi. Qi can also be moved with cupping via Tai Chi or Qi Gong. Moxibustion therapy can move Qi as well. But when Qi is stuck, again, there's a lot of pain, and stuck Qi means energy is not moving. Things are not moving within the body. And then Qi can become deficient. And if it becomes too deficient, again, there's death. Because you have to think about your blood, okay? And Qi. Now, Qi is similar to Yang, and blood is similar to Yin, okay? Blood has material form, but when you put it in the veins, it'll just sit there. It's like pouring water inside of a tube and then just lying it down on the table. Something needs to move this water throughout the entire body. And that's the best example I can give you with regard to Qi and blood. And it's actually Qi, that energy, that life force, that motive force that's moving this blood throughout the body to reach all internal organs so that these organs can perform its functions for your existence. So when I say if it's stuck or deficient for an extended period of time, and it can lead to death, if blood is not, that's what I mean, if blood is not circulating properly throughout the body, all right? It's not circulating properly, carrying the proper nutrients and everything, essence with it to nourish the internal organs, to keep the organs strong so that it can do what it has to do in detoxing the body or extracting essence and nutrients from foods that you eat and so forth. It's over. It's game over. So chi is very, very important, especially with it being similar to energy or life force. But that's basically what chi is, an overall motive force that arouses and it moves the functional activity of your internal organs. And it circulates throughout your entire body. And this is super, super important. And when it comes to, let's say, chi being deficient, not only is acupuncture important, but food plays a huge part in creating chi. And this is why acupuncturists do Eastern nutrition consultation sessions, because there's certain types of foods, okay, certain types of plants, there's certain types of herbs that nourish and replenish chi within the body so that your internal organs can perform its functions. And overall, as a human organism, you can perform your functions in daily life and being who you are. Okay. And, when I say Eastern nutrition consultation sessions are being important, because food is important not only for nourishing chi, but blood, yin. When yin becomes deficient, just like I said in the yin and yang video, yin becomes deficient, there's a lot of internal heat. Food can also nourish yang, because when yang becomes deficient, there's a lot of internal cold. But go back to the episode on what is yin and yang, and it'll go into detail about yin and yang and food from that perspective, okay? Because you have to keep in mind, you are what you eat, all right? Which overall, when the food enters the body and you eat quality food, you're going to be that of this quality in which you ate. But the overall functions of chi, to sum it all up, is that of transforming. Now, when I say transforming, that means when you eat healthy foods and like fruits, nuts, grains, vegetables, and so forth, meats, the transforming process takes place the minute you put this food inside of your mouth. Okay? From the spit, the saliva in your mouth, the enzymes that are in it, all right? It starts to break down the foods, especially the carbohydrates. This is all done through the process of chi, the activity of chi, that energy that's allowing for this process to take place. And then it goes down the esophagus into the stomach, then eventually into the small intestine and the large intestine. This is all a transforming process, where your spleen and stomach is removing the essences, more so your spleen, so it can spread throughout your blood. Your stomach keeps pushing chi down because the direction of chi for the stomach is down, because you eventually end up in the bathroom pushing out what you ate. But the parts that have no more nutrients or no quality to it, that's what's coming out. Transporting is another function of chi, all right? Because you're transporting not only nutrients throughout the body, but waste out of the body. Chi also performs the function of holding. All right. Now, when I say holding, think about gravity. It's chi that allows us to stand up. It's that energy, enough of it, that allows for us to stand up straight, erect, and move around, because we're going against gravity plenty times. Now think about holding in terms of the internal organs. It's chi that's holding the organs in their place. It's holding the heart where it should be, the lungs where it should be, and every other organ where it should be. All right. Because I think as we get old, we tend to start crouching forward. Now that force of gravity is too much for the levels of chi that are within us. Chi, another function of chi is raising, okay? Keeping things from staying prolapsed or dropping, giving it that energy, just like when blood goes to the brain, okay? That's chi. That's the raising aspect of chi as an example. Now, chi, believe it or not, also protects us. Okay. Relative to the immune system on the surface level of our body, keeping us safe from external pathogens. Now, to an acupuncturist, that's protective chi. So when this form of chi becomes deficient, you'll notice that you get sick a lot. All right. Another is warming. Chi warms the body. It keeps like, let's say, shivering. Okay. When you get cold, right? The body tells the skin, little muscles. I'm not going to get into the anatomy and physiology of it, but just you begin to shiver. That's to heat up the body. That's the body's way of using chi to keep it warm. Because if you don't shiver, you quickly freeze to death, possible. All right. But those are some of the basic functions of chi. But if you really want to enjoy another way to learn more about chi on this channel, I have the Power of Chi videos, music videos, part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. And this is all on Acupuncture Is My Life Volume 1 album, streaming on every music platform. But the videos are on this channel. You can go there and check them out, listen to it while you're in your car, commuting to work, or just relaxing. It explains every aspect of chi that is important for you to know about relative to the human body. And if you ever have any questions about acupuncture, you can go to acupunctureismylife.com, schedule a virtual consultation session with me or one of my staff members to discuss any ailments, anything that's wrong with you, Eastern nutrition, acupressure points, herbs, and much, 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 much more. But other than that, if you just have any general questions, just ask them in the comment section below. And I'll also even pin the Power of Chi Part 1 in the comment section as well. You could check that out. But other than that, subscribe to the channel and make acupuncture part of your life, because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?